Minecraft speedrunning community was a very niche group at one point. Now, almost everywhere you look, everyone is claiming that they are a speedrunner. It's one of the most well-known communities in Minecraft and has taken the mainstream by storm. It takes a lot of skill to be known as great in speedrunning, especially with this video game. But that always had me wondering, can you, an average Minecraft player like me, become a speedrunner in 30 days? Well, you can find out today. I call this preparation day. I meticulously planned out each day, so I felt prepared. I made a speedrun.com account and made it look all nice. After that, I read through the rules so that if I ever complete a run, I wouldn't look stupid when I forget to type in /seed at the end of my run. I installed Fabric Loader and got the performance mods that most 1.16 speedrunners use, and I also got Live Splits, which is a common speedrunner timer. Then I watched some of the greatest speedrunners of all time, and I wanted to be like them. You're the greatest of all time. Seriously, all of them make their nether portals so quick, and that was my first goal for the rest of the night. With a lot of motivation, I was getting it down very well at first after watching a tutorial, but later on I wasn't able to make one of the lava obsidian. It was just in this one area, and now that I'm watching it back, how stupid am I? What the fuck? Day 2, I did it, well done. So I could have ended the day there, but this is a challenge. If I don't challenge myself, I won't get better, and might as well not call it a challenge. Yeah, I streamed my first speedruns. Just stop streaming here because I have no idea what I'm doing. I think giving up is the best option at this point, guys. This entire day was bad. Everything. The stream quality, the quality of my runs. It took me like 15 years to get to the nether, and you know what the worst part was? My motivation was already dwindling. I wish I could make a joke here, but it's actually important later on, so just wait. But that night, I went back where I needed to go. I've come back. Tell me, how do I become good at Minecraft? At speedrunning, just like you, the greatest of... I need to kill myself. No, but seriously, I watched some videos from the current world record holder for 1.16 speedrunning, Coryway. He's in second place now. This video took me way too long to make. His videos throughout this entire challenge helped me a lot, so it would be great if you guys could go and subscribe to his channel or follow him on Twitch. Just scroll down, you'll find some links. And that includes everything that I found useful, like tutorials and guides. But from that video, I learned that there are different routes you can take when spawned into a world. And the most common one is finding a village or a sand temple. The villages are the best in my opinion. I mean, they're amazing. Literally everything you can ask for. You can take all the orphans' beds and blow up the dragon with them and break down all the houses for wood and cobblestone. There's also an iron golem, which of course drops a dead bubble coral wall fan. And yes, that's an actual thing in the game. And specifically for 1.16, rune portals are good as well. I missed a lot of the finer details for optimizing runs, but with this limited knowledge I had, I felt motivated to try to put these into practice the next day. One of my first runs, I found a village, but I was out of food from running in the desert for like 15 hours. Luckily, I stole some from the chest. I got iron from a cave, and the iron golem, of course, gave me the dead bubble core. Alright, this takes way too long to read. I headed towards a lava pool and was entering the nether at around 9 minutes, which is pretty good for me at least. I even made the portal without messing up anything, but I really did forget one piece of flint. This time I didn't even go into a cave, and the village was pretty close to my spawn, so that was good. So I entered the nether at around 6 minutes, which is pretty good, and this time I had a flint steel. I got into the nether, oh god, what is this? Basically, for most of the earlier days, it was me either being terrible, not finding a village, or entering the nether and spawning in a ravine or a cave or something. But the last run of day 3, it was kind of interesting. I found a fortress, and out of the 5 blazes I killed, only one of them dropped a rod. So, does this mean I'm bad, or is this luck? Well, I died because of my lack of skill, so both. I learned what RNG is, a random number generator. It kind of looks like this. This is from an Ant Venom video, and I think it's a good representation. For Blaze Rod RNG, there is a 50-50 chance that there will be a Blaze Rod drop. So when you kill a Blaze, one of these numbers can either drop a Blaze Rod, or just give you experience. There's no timing or anything, it's completely random. So, yes, you have to get lucky in some ways, but you also have to be cracked. Like, it took me like over an hour and 30 minutes just to find a fortress. This falls under the luck category, but I also made some very questionable plays, so I don't even know what to think at this point. I also realized that you can do runs on easy mode, so from here on out, I always tried to put the difficulty on easy. But I frequently forgot up until the later days, because in the later days, not to brag, but I'm kind of a god. So I was motivated to try to get a personal best the next day. Speaking of goals, I completely forgot to tell you them. Well, my goals for this challenge is to have a sub 25 run and be known as good in Minecraft. Sadly, for day 4, I lost the footage, but I made it to the end because I found a fortress and got really good trades with random piglins. You don't have to believe me, but just take my word for it. I'm going to use a little metaphor here. I'm going to demonstrate how to tie your shoes, and this is the equivalent to how badly I messed up the dragon fight.
This is a shoe. Today, I'm going to teach you how to tie it, just like this. So step 1 is having both laces in your hand. Step 2 is going like this. Step 3 is going like this. Step 5 is going somewhere like this, I think. Step 6 is probably like this, probably down around the corner. Step 15, if we've even gotten there, I don't even know. We go here, this, and that, and there we go. We tied our shoes together. Thank you for watching. Don't subscribe.
Yeah, I had to learn how to kill the dragon. The best method of killing the dragon is using beds, and it's called bed cycling or dragon cycle or bed cycle. I don't know, but it's what all the cool people do, and it's crazy. So I downloaded this map, and it's alright. I find a way better one later on, but I consider checking this one out as well. Just scroll down a bit. But day 5 to day 8 is what I call the bed cycle practice days. I'll plug some clips from the videos I watched and go over the most significant stuff from these days.
The problem with this is that the dragon's hitbox is very different from the dragon animation. The dragon animation is very much behind, so if you press F3B on your keyboard, it should bring up these green boxes around the dragon. And so basically this is supposed to represent the dragon's head. The little box is the actual head, and this is the box around it. And so it will start swinging in like this, really fast, and that's the timing. When this dragon hitbox head gets right above the pillow, you ignite the pillow. You can see in this video the head is swinging around, and once it does a rotation, it's gonna go very fast this way. And so it's a little bit too high yet.
So at first, I was terrible. I didn't know anything, but I started to see that the dragon had patterns, and the way that it would zigzag down, that's the way I'd go, because it would not zigzag down. This makes no sense. What the hell? Also, you have to realize that I didn't have a lot of time to play, and I even asked on the forums how long it took people to get good at bed cycling, and it varied from like an hour to a week.
So yeah, followed my little method and got pretty okay by day 8, as you can see. You know, pretty okay. That's supposed to be a fake cry. I'm not a good actor. I skipped day 9, but that's okay. This video is for regular people. I was busy.
Welcome to us.
But day 10, well, I died from a blaze, couldn't find a lava pool, couldn't find a fortress, got spawned into a ravine, and I'm not even kidding you. I forgot to start the timer. And the seed was actually really good. It had a nice lava pool and the village was a couple blocks away. But the thing about this day was that I wasn't motivated at all. I thought it was because I hadn't done any speedrunning in a while because I was busy
Welcome to us.
and practicing bed cycling. But alright, I was just making a joke out of everything and just avoiding it. But there was a reason I skimmed over day 5 to 8. And it even made me skip day 9. But I hated speedrunning. There was a reason I was procrastinating. I just didn't want to do speedruns. I kept dying or getting unlucky. I hated it. I didn't want to play. I even considered just quitting the challenge and doing something else. And now that I'm looking back, I'm not even sure why I continued. But day 11, I started the first run of the day and my game crashed. I saw this as good omen, because maybe if this kept happening, I would have an excuse, but I persisted, and what did I expect? I also changed where my timer is so that it doesn't cover up the F3 menu. Also, at this point, I'm pretty sure I started watching T-Wag's Bastion strategy videos, and later on, all of his other general speedrunning videos, so make sure you scroll down and just check out his channel, it's great. But I only watched one of his videos because it's a habit of mine. I say that I'm gonna do something, but I end up watching anime or, I don't know, doing anything other than that. I didn't even want to continue this challenge, so what was the point of learning something that I didn't care about? I put up a post on the forums again, but this time it was, how long did it take you to become good at speedrunning? After that, I shut down my computer and laid down on my bed, wondering if this video was even worth continuing. And I was looking back on when I had started, and it was weird to think that I was that person. I was so motivated, and now I don't even want to continue. But I live by one quote. I said I don't even know why I continued this, and I don't, but only those who keep moving forward will ever know. Eren Yeager. Day 12 is a very important day because I made it to one of the really good bastions with like a mountain of gold on it, but I didn't have an iron pickaxe. I had a bucket and a flint steel, so I couldn't mine any of the gold. I later figured out a way to get more iron, or rather save more iron in a village, and I'll tell you later, because at this point, I didn't even know that strategy. But still, this challenge was painful to do, and I hated it. I've been complaining a lot, but this is how I felt. I didn't enjoy speedrunning. I told myself that by day 15, if I still felt like this, I would just scrap the video. And in a way, I really wanted to. But I went back to my forum post, and I'm going to read you one of the replies. If I'm going to be really honest with you, if your main goal is to just get good, you're going to get frustrated very easily at how daunting this game can be. Instead, focus more on the effort that you put into the game yourself and don't go by others' standards. You'll find much more success if your motive is to speedrun to get a better time for yourself and not to show others how good you are. This spoke to me. I haven't given you guys any real tips like how to get better, but honestly, I gained it all from just playing and watching people play. People like Benix or Koiway, they would grab 4 or 3 pieces of wood, and with that they would get a full set of stone tools and grab more wood for a boat or something, and they would grab all the beds from a village. I learned it all from like watching and applying it. I was so motivated up until day 5, and During the dragon bed cycling practice days, I really didn't want to speedrun anymore. So did this advice solve all my problems? The motivation, the crippling depression? Nah, I still wanted to quit. Yeah, I didn't even apply this advice to anything, but I kept it in mind. I even ended up skipping day 13 because, of course, I was busy.
Welcome to us.
But before I began speedrunning day 14, I watched a video by Corey Way and I saw a cool strategy that I call the fisherman bucket trade thing. This solved my iron problem because if I could get 4 iron from the iron golem, I could get an iron pickaxe, a flint and steel, and a bucket for basically free because villages are scattered with hay blocks, and with those you can make a lot of food, but you can also turn it into wheat and trade that for emeralds with the farmer. And then you could get a fisherman to trade you a bucket for 3 emeralds. I don't know if that's a good explanation, but I don't care, fuck you. That was actually kind of mean, I'm sorry. But with this, I entered the nether at like 9 minutes and I found a bastion and it was like the worst one. Are you fucking serious? And it's the only one that I didn't watch the tutorial for. And another run was crushed because I had no gold. I had all the blaze rods in the world, but I really needed some pearl trades and I didn't get any. I didn't expect any because there's like a 4% chance. Day 15, I skipped again because I was busy. Day 16, I found 2 golden super enchanted apple things and apparently it's super rare, so that was good because I went very fast. There were so many things I could have done differently. Like, first, I could have gone negative because the fortress was in the positive quadrant. If that makes any sense, I barely know how quadrants work myself. Don't bully me. I would have found a bastion first and gotten stacked to fight the blazes, and I should have traded more for obsidian because I made a portal and didn't have enough, and this was like the worst place to make a portal. I could have done something called educated traveling and throw an ender eye in the overworld and travel the equivalent to 1,000 blocks in the overworld in the nether. Build a portal there, and that saves me a lot of time in general. I'm so bad at explaining all this stuff. Remember, I leave a lot of things in the description. This could have saved me a lot of time on getting to the stronghold. But I messed up. I ended up skipping day 17 because I was busy and depressed. Day 18, this question popped up in my head, but what makes a good speedrunner? Like, what separates me from people like Illumina or Dowski? I did my runs and had some cool moments, but I felt like I was speedrunning just for the video. I was kind of feeling blue again. I don't know if it was just because of my immaculate performance on day 16, but I wasn't feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I had to insert a joke here. The video's getting so depressing and it doesn't get any better day 19. I ended up only practicing bed cycling because I was in doubt. And this map is where I still practice my bed cycling, the Emma's practice dragon thing. This is way better than the previous one, so I recommend using this one. Again, just scroll down a bit. But again, I was questioning this entire challenge. I didn't want to do it anymore. Will I ever become a good speedrunner? Will I ever be content with where I am at the end of this challenge? Well, only those who keep moving forward will ever know. Day 19 was also when Attack on Titan Season 4 Episode 7 came out. This was a powerful episode and I loved it. I won't spoil anything, don't worry, but for those inside the walls, it took them a while to get where they are in the show now. It wasn't the snap of a finger and boom, they were where they wanted to be. With pain and suffering, they were able to find a way out. Now you may be asking,
Shut up, you stupid weeb.
and I know, but this is how you have to look at these people. Dowski, Illumina, Dream, Benix, all these respected speedrunners, they didn't get where they are in the snap of a finger. They got there with time. This also made me think about the forum post again. I shouldn't be comparing myself to those who have put in so much time into speedrunning and thinking I should be there when in reality I should just stay the fuck away from there. The advice kind of solidified in me and I understood it. That's a disgusting way to say it. Solidified in me. What the fuck? This is where we segue into the analysis and fun days. Very creative, I know. With these days, I'm just gonna go rapid fire because at this point, I didn't need anyone to hold my hand and be like, here's how you punch a tree. I had to learn with my limited knowledge and learn along the way by myself. There were no shortcuts. Okay, you've made it this far. My entire family didn't want me to stream my speedruns with a mic because they think I'm irrelevant, so please help me out. You know what to do. Subscribe, leave a like, and follow me on Twitter and Twitch. It would help me out a ton, and my entire family won't hate me. Please subscribe, please. Day 20, I found 2 Hoglin Stables, one at the beginning of the stream and one at the end. And I still had no idea what I was doing. I ended up watching T-Wag's video on it. Now I have the world record. I'm kidding. Day 21 is when I customized my timer and I frequently changed where the hat was because it would cover up the time sometimes. But not a lot is going on here. I died after 20 minutes from fall damage. I would be sad back then, but now I have balls. And this day, get this, I wasn't pushing myself to do this. I was actually kind of having fun. Day 22, there was this really nice guy who left some messages on the stream, but I couldn't find anything in the nether this stream, especially bastions. And I realized how important bastions are. They literally give you everything. Fire potions, gold, ender pearls, it's amazing, but none today. Day 23, I was missing some eyes from the portal and I was stressing out and running in circles because my mom was literally threatening to break my computer. I mean, no pressure, I guess. Day 24, I tried doing a traditional start with no village and no visible lava pool. I got wood and got everything I needed and mined down to find the lava pool. Here's a tip. If you need to find a lava pool quick, make sure you mine down in a cave. You have a better chance of mining down into another cave. I ended up dying a lot in the nether again, but hey, you can't blame me. Actually, you can. Hit the like button. Day 25, I did really well, but in each run I couldn't find a fortress or I just died a lot. I don't know, but it was quite fun actually. Day 26, I was busy. Day 27, I couldn't find a fortress. Tried doing the gold ocean temple raid thing where you turn down your render distance so that the elder guardians won't give you mining fatigue. Really cool seed. There were 2 ocean monuments right next to each other. Also, I got launched into lava and died, but who cares. Day 28, I tried to do the Dora underwater ravine technique, which is hard to explain, so again, I urge you to watch T-Wag's video on it. It's very useful. It took me like 4 minutes to do it, but who cares. And I died to a Hoglin again, so that's great, but otherwise fun day. Day 29, I got to the Hoglin Stables, Bastion, and then I found a fortress. I ended up dying because my fire pot ran out at like the worst time possible. I had another good run, but I didn't get any pearls, so yeah. And now, day 30. My game crashed like twice, and I was pretty angry. The last run I did was one of the times it did crash, and I ended up calling it a day there. You thought I was gonna have a personal best by now? No, I didn't get one. And from day 20 to 30, I wasn't even playing for personal best. I was just trying to improve how I played, if that makes any sense. Now that I'm looking back, I have improved a lot. To outsiders, they might think I'm just bad, and I am, but that's not the point. Throughout this entire thing, I changed quite a bit, and I'd say for the better. And during those days, I basically lived through that forum post. At the time, I didn't take it seriously because deep down, I didn't want to keep speedrunning, so I ignored it. But here are some tips. Make sure you don't compare yourself to others and try to improve and play at your own release. Also, having that said, don't be like me and make being good your entire goal. Just because you're good at speedrunning doesn't mean you're good at Minecraft. It means you're good at speedrunning. Watch some videos and then hone those skills by yourself. Also, practice bed cycling every day because you don't want to choke at the end of your runs like I did. But most importantly, have fun. At the end of the day, Minecraft is a video game. You should play for fun. If you were to ask big time speedrunners on how they got where they are today, most of them would probably say they did it for fun at first, and even after all this time, they still find speedrunning fun. I can't stress that enough. You have to have fun, or becoming a speedrunner is not going to be fun. If you thought I was going to give you like general Minecraft tips, well, no. I think most of you guys know how to play Minecraft, but remember, I left a lot of things in the description, so feel free to do your own research and figure out things on your own. If you've noticed, I've said everything in past tense. I hated speedrunning. I was busy. That means that I'm observing everything from when this challenge is over. Also because I was too lazy to write the script during the challenge, but I did the challenge. All 30 days.
Oh, but you only did 24.3.
Suck my dick. So, can you become a good Minecraft speedrunner in 30 days? Yes. Yes, you can. With the right mindset and healthy behaviors, you can become a great speedrunner. And in my own way, I became a good speedrunner. Sure, it would have been cool to impress all of you by getting a sub 25, but after finishing this video, I had to change the message of this entire thing. I had to rely solely on motivation at the beginning, but now I can just do speedruns and have some fun. In my life in general, it's hard to accomplish a lot, and with quarantine it doesn't make anything easier. So after this challenge I felt great. I did something that has helped me a lot, far more than I thought it could. I'll probably get off this cloud sooner or later, but now I'm staying here until I come crashing down.